What if I told you the next big upgrade for your gaming PC is already a poorly kept secret, even before the current generation of graphics cards fully settles in? NVIDIA just launched their new Blackwell GPUs, but whispers are already growing louder about a supercharged comeback. Are we really seeing new cards so soon? Well, it seems NVIDIA isn't one to let the dust settle. We're hearing through the grapevine, and by grapevine, I mean reliable leakers like Copite7Kimi, that a new RTX 50 Super series lineup is in the works. Think of this as NVIDIA's strategic play, a mid-generation refresh to keep their lead and perhaps offer even more compelling performance to gamers and creators. It's a familiar move, really. We saw it with the RTX 40 Super cards, and now it looks like history is repeating itself. Current rumors suggest we could see at least 3 new variants: an RTX 5080 Super, an RTX 5070 Ti Super, and an RTX 5070 Super. Now, what makes these super? Typically, it means more of everything you love in a graphics card: more processing power, more memory, and of course, a little more power draw. Let's dive into what we might be getting. The RTX 5070 Super is the one making the biggest splash in terms of raw specifications. Rumor has it this card could ship with a whopping 18 GB of GDDR7 memory. That's a full 6 GB more than the non-super version, which is a significant jump. Imagine that as going from a regular 2-lane highway to a 6-lane superhighway for your graphics data. You also get a bump to 6,400 CUDA cores, those tiny processing units that do the heavy lifting, and it will draw about 275 watts of power. For you, that translates to smoother gaming experiences, especially at higher resolutions, and better performance in demanding creative applications. Then we look at the RTX 5070 Ti Super and the RTX 5080 Super. These cards reportedly share a similar story for their memory, both possibly rocking a massive 24 GB of GDDR7. That's like giving your graphics card an elephant's memory for textures in complex scenes, future-proofing you for years to come and making them beasts for AI workloads. Interestingly, for these two, the rumor mill suggests no change to their CUDA core count. However, their thermal design power, or TGP, which is basically how much power the card consumes, sees an increase. The 5070 Ti Super might hit 350 watts, and the 5080 Super could climb to 415 watts, up from the non-super 5080's 360 watts. More power consumption usually means more performance potential, but also something to consider for your power supply and cooling. Now, while we're talking about an open secret, it's crucial to remember NVIDIA hasn't officially acknowledged any of this. It's their standard policy to stay mum until launch. And for another point, don't expect to see these cards on shelves tomorrow. NVIDIA just launched their initial Blackwell lineup at CES 2025 at the start of the year. If history is any guide for their product cadence, we probably won't see the RTX 50 Super series until sometime next year, or perhaps late this year at the absolute earliest. So it's likely going to be a while before we see anything tangible from NVIDIA on this front. So what does this potential super lineup mean for you? Do these rumored upgrades change your plans for that next PC build? Or do you find yourself wondering if NVIDIA is pushing upgrades too fast? Let us know what you think. And if you enjoyed this peek behind the curtain of the tech world, make sure you subscribe to stay ahead of the curve.